if you want to compete internationally, you can't do this on your own. You need team, you need people. You need people. You're strong as your people if you're going out. But if you're comfortable in your comfort zone of going, I may see you and you can't be able to grow. Take risks early. When you're not married, take risks. When you don't have a wife that you have to explain yourself to, everybody's looking out to outsmart you, how to outbeat you. So it's not if you take it as an offense, just leave entrepreneurship. But and people don't want to lose power, they don't want to delegate power. Yes. Now if you want to grow, you must be able to delegate power. You must be able to step back, you must be able to trust your people. Yes. Yeah, you understand.
What opportunities exist for young entrepreneurs in this section?
It's a very tough market.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Together We Notch podcast, where we share conversation shaping innovation, business and creativity. I am Zuwaira Muhammad Manzo, and today we have an exciting guest with us. Joining us is Maidoki Isiaka Haruna, the CEO of Sweetins Ice Cream and the winner of the Male Entrepreneur of the Year Award at the Jewel Spotlight Award 2025. He is recognized for his leadership, innovation in the food and pastry industry. Today we will be talking about his entrepreneurial journey, building a beloved brand, and lessons from the food business. Maidoki, welcome to Together We Notch podcast.
All right, thank you.
So let me ask you this question first. If you were not running Sweetins today, what would you probably be doing?
Wow. I actually can't get myself to think of any other better thing, because this is something I do with much love. And if I should be around a second time in this world, I think I would love to do what I'm doing now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who is Maidoki and how did your joining start?
Wow. That's quite a lot. All right, I'll give it a try. Maidoki is a young man that started his journey in Maiduguri. And I've been within a lot of things, the public system, public speaking and everything, but I think much later I based in the non-governmental organizations. I was working there through Mongono, Maiduguri, but there is this thing when you're working and you don't have that inner peace to what you're doing, right? And that's what led me one thing the other. I can remember vividly. It was just a coincidence of event, although in my life now, I usually do tell people that I don't believe in coincidences, that life one way or the other connects dots, and that's what gets us to where we are today. So that's how I stumbled into Cravings Ice Cream, actually. So when I stumbled into Cravings Ice Cream, I think I worked with Cravings within that time, I was still having offers of NGO and I was contemplating it, right? But I think at a particular point, I never knew I would do what I'm doing now till I got into Cravings. And I think after a month or two, I already made up my mind that I'm not going back to the NGO field. I think within that time, I had an offer that was 3 times 5 of my salary then. But I didn't tell anybody. I just deleted the mail on my email address and I continued my journey. I was not sure of how everything will unfold, but I just knew that if I should just bury my head here and keep on working, one day things will fall into places, right? The puzzle will fall into places, and that's how I kept on working till I think I got too comfortable there, and life coincidentally pushed me out. Although as of then I was angry, I was sad, because from where next, and that's how I think at a period of time for like 3 months I was not working, and I was contemplating going back to the NGO, continuing my journey, and that's how Sweetins Ice Cream came about in that moment. So that's my whole journey of starting Sweetins Ice Cream.
How did Sweetins grow from an idea into a recognized brand?
It took a lot of work. Took a lot of work. Like I tell you, there are no coincidences in things, right? So one thing or the other, I'm a kind of person that I love learning. I love watching people. Like whatever is happening, I love what can I learn from this situation, right? So I think being a keen observer, always looking out for what can I learn from situations, subconsciously built this idea of me, and I'm very big on audacity. I don't fear. I think there was a time my manager was telling me, I was like, sir, inda kake ɗauke risks ba ne a bar tsoro yake ban. So yeah, I think when I left Cravings, right, I came back home and I was praying, I was waiting on God. I was like, what's the next step to everything? And that's how I was like, what about let me start something of my own? And as of then, I think my former brand was not in Gombe, and I was now looking at within the Northeast, where can I go? So that's when I came to Gombe and everything. And I think it took me a year. It took me a year. We hired the plaza where we were, and I was sleeping in the shop. Wow. Nobody knew I was sleeping in the shop. I can never forget. We were using this electric burner, right? Cooker. This where you boil hot water. So that was what I was now using to boil Indomie. Me and my friend there, he was now having a studio, and we'll just get a carton of Indomie on credit too. It's not like the money was not there, but the money was majorly into
for the investment.
Yes, for the business that we're trying to do, right? And that was how for a year, it was one of the most frustrating years of my life, right? But there was this assurance that I know what I'm doing. At some certain point, why not just turn this idea into maybe a restaurant, maybe something else? But I'm a very stubborn person. And that's how we kept on with it. And fortunately enough, God helped us. Today we are where we are. But into what makes Sweetins ice cream, it's a continuous journey, right? Like I tell you, I usually learn. I watch people. So I always tell myself, what can I learn from this? So even at the moment, we are on a lot of things, and it's based on looking out for things. Okay, how can we be able to learn from this situation and be able to improve and grow constantly and daily?
Okay. What were your biggest early challenges, and how do you overcome them?
Biggest early challenges. Number one, although I don't think it's a challenge, but it's because it's me. It's financial challenges. Like, let me say, you don't have much money, and you can't go for requesting for investment for people because you have not proven anything. Yes. So it's much easier to get money when you have proven over time that you can be able to do something. But when you have not proven and you know what
this is something new, so
yes, you get my point.
Everybody will be afraid.
Definitely. Even if it's you, you'll be afraid now. But if you see track record, it's much easier for you to be able to say, oh, I've seen your track record, let me invest in this. So that was one of our biggest challenge. Number one. Number two was, belief was not an issue for me because I knew what I wanted to do.
And you went for it.
Yes, and I went for it. Another thing was being able to, voices that were coming up, this thing will not work, this thing will not work, being able to know that, oh, these people, please keep quiet. I know what I'm doing and go for it. And yeah, I think that's one of the biggest challenges.
How do you ensure quality and consistency in your products?
All right, quality and consistency in our products. So we don't do anything by head on knowledge. We do everything that we do to the tiniest detail based on measurements and everything. So as you're coming in, we have what we call the constitution of Sweetins ice cream. So I'm very, very big on structure, and structure has helped me in a way that today I wouldn't have loved to say this on air, right? But a lot of people do tell me that I come to Sweetins, I don't see you, and I sometimes I can be in this town and not go to Sweetins for a week, and things are working perfectly well. It's because I'm big on structure, and I believe when you get structure early, it helps you grow faster. That's one thing I've learned from my boss, being able to put structure in place. So we are, so because of structure, we're now able to put measurements, put structures in place that you don't do anything based on what you're thinking. So if, for example, you now see one flavor online that, no, you can't just go on. We have to come back to the drawing board and now say that, okay, this is what I see. Then let's have an agreement. So as funny as it is, even me, myself, let me say, for example, I can't remember when last I produced ice cream, but if today I have a need to go into that room and do something. Do you know that if I'm not sure, the first thing I would have, it's me that taught them, but I have to pick my phone. Like, what's this measurement? What's the measurement? And now confirm it, and now go ahead with it. So that has helped us over time. Like, for example, our shawarma, our ice cream, till today, it's been one structure. Okay, this is how we do it. This is how we keep to it. So it has helped us a lot to keep up, because when you're good today, you're not good tomorrow, people tend to lose interest. But if over time people have proven you that, this is it, then if we also watch out for what people say, right? Yes. If we see that customers are complaining about this, like for example, every Monday we do have staff meeting, right? From the hours of 9 till almost 12. So the first thing we come as management staff is ask our staff, that's the front desk people, right? They are the first point of contact. What our customers complain about. That's one thing we start our meeting with. What our customers complain about. So we hear them and we now go back to the drawing board, work on it, and find out that, okay, these are the things that our customers are complaining on, and we try to improve on it daily. So that has helped us to gain a stability that, okay, it keeps on growing from there.
Okay. What role does innovation play in your business?
Innovation plays a very, very huge role, because, we're in a society that is ever evolving, right? So if you don't evolve, you'll be moved out. So for example, like when we came to Gombe, I think for a year we were working on, that we were working on what we were trying to do, about 3 brands came. But as of when we came, there was no active single ice cream shop, right?
Yes.
But within that 1 year that we were stalling to open because we were having difficulties, right? 3 other people came. So it is the same thing. So even as we're speaking today, there's someone that is working on how to push you out of business. So you just have to keep on asking yourself, how can I improve this better? How can I serve my customers better? What can I innovate? What can I bring into the table? And in doing that, you always have to be on the lookout. What's trending? What are people saying? And travel exposure. It helps you a lot. When you're not exposed, when you're just people will beat you out. But if someone should now travel to Lagos or travel to Abuja and now see something, now come to Gombe, and I say, this something like this is happening in Gombe. Oh, that's amazing. You get my point. So,
yes. How do you build a strong team and company culture?
Build a strong team. Your company is good as much as your people are good. So I believe in people a lot. So if you see me in my staff, you won't know that.
Who is the boss? And
yes,
who is the staff?
I actually don't even like that name, boss. I don't like that name, CEO. So if you want to get to me, just call me CEO. Like, I'm trying to. My people tell me, sir, you just have to. So I believe, like, it's not, and there must be boundaries to everything, right? But I believe when your people see you, they see. It's not about what you see; it's about what they see. You get my point. Yes. So, like, for example, when we started at first, it was a big, difficult task for us because I'm sorry to say this, most of the predominant staff or people we got to encounter, we are not familiar with this kind of demand that we are having. Yes. So I think even within the first 6 months, at different points, we have to be firing people. So people were like, this man is very mean. This man is very mean. But I think in the last 6 months now that you realize, I can't remember when last we fired anybody. Because now, over time, we've been able to build that team culture, that team participation, wherever everybody knows what's expected of them. So by the time a new person is coming in, so just imagine you have a team of 5 people. So if 4 and know what you're doing, right? By the time one is coming in, it's very easy for that one person to get used to what you do here. So like I told you, we have something that we call our Constitution. It's our Bible, if you can say our Quran. So everybody that comes into Sweetins, before we employ you, we give you that, you go home, you study for like 1 week, you come back with it, and we tell you that, are you able to do this? We have, someone told me that, right? So, but it's what helps us to keep to it and let your people be easily accessible to you. At any point, your people can be able to call you, sir, what is going on and everything. So it keeps us moving.
Okay. Yeah. What marketing strategies help Sweetins becomes the beloved brand that it is today?
Are we beloved?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, I
Thank
can
you.
see that.
Thank you. We take that as a compliment, right? So like when I came into Gombe, I'm a very, very social media person. I have active presence, but I love being on the low. So, so what I did actually was I
So
found.
you're more of a ghost. You know everything that's going on, but you're
Yes,
not
yes,
there.
yes. I prefer knowing things going on, but I don't like you to know me per se.
Yes.
Yeah. So what I did was, I think the first step we did was collaboration. Yes, yes. I'm a very good politician. I will say that I'm a very good politician. And it's about giving value and also receiving value. So I was always on the lookout. I think before our opening, one thing we did was we always found out that who are the people that are active. So is it TikTok? Is it Instagram? Is it Facebook?
Yes.
So, come in. And do you know, as funny as it is, a lot of those people at first, I didn't even give them much. It was just like, oh, there are people that reached out to me that want to come and shoot in Sweden. I was like, come. So whenever you do anything, you have a platform now, like let's say, for example, then you collaborate with us. So people on your page will see this. And we did a lot of pushing like sponsored ads and everything. So it helped the brand strategically for people. And ever since then till now. So for example, we have a lady that is working with us today, Aisha Kasim. So it's not really like, I won't say this on there. I won't say this on there. Let it be our little secret, right? So, but she tells me till today that, sir, my journey can never be complete without you. And as funny as it is, it's not that we did one big thing with her. I just saw her and I saw potential in her and I give her belief, and I was like, you can keep on doing this. And today, not from us, but through us, people were able to know her. Yes. Right? Until today, we're still working with her. But one thing I do is that she tells me, sir, you don't have to pay for this, but I don't believe her. I always insist on paying, even if she says because no. I have an account. Yes, you get my point. So I don't take her for granted because that, oh, she already knows this. We have been together. No. So when you give people value and you also receive value, it helps you stay, and that has helped us to move faster. We are not really where we want to be. Not that's why
but you're getting there.
Thank you. Thank you.
What lessons have you learned as the CEO and a leader?
As a leader, you don't have much margin for error. So one error might cost you years to be able to catch up. So I believe you just have to be up and running. Yeah, that's one. Two, like, you have to keep good inventory. You have to not have much knowledge, but have, even if it's tiny little knowledge of what's happening around you. But because you don't have knowledge, you will be not really outdated, but a lot of things will be swept under the carpet without your knowledge of what's really happening. So you've been keeping abreast and always be one step ahead of your people. Yeah, one step ahead of your people. So before you come and tell me that, sir, I see this, I was like, oh. So like, okay, you're always not like you're the one playing catch up, but they are playing catch up with you, right? So it gives you this edge that, oh, you know what you're doing. Because if you're leading people that you don't know what you're doing, you look dumb, you look stupid, right? Yes. But if you know what you're doing, like, your people even respect you. They know that, okay, anytime we're coming to boss, like we say, like, we know that, okay, there is solution to this, even if not full solution, but at least you can be able to give them a leadway into whatever it is that they are having challenges. Yeah.
Okay. What opportunities exist for young entrepreneurs in this section?
It's a very tough market. It's a very tough market. Very, very tough. Very, very tough. It's not kind. Entrepreneurship is not a kind game. It's not a kind game. So you have to be brutal. I think at first when people were saying this, I thought that, oh, no. We laugh at face, yeah, but you have to, everybody's looking out to outsmart you, how to outbeat you. So it's not, if you take it as an offense, just leave entrepreneurship. Go away. But if you feel it
Because
like
there'll always be competition.
definitely, and competition helps you, but when it's now become an unhealthy competition, that's where it's an issue. So we may meet today in gatherings, greet, shake, and everything, but everybody's looking at, oh, this person is looking, okay, how can I be able to outbid him? And that's business. But if you don't understand this fundamental part of business, it will make you to be emotional, and that's when you now come. So remember that, but if you understand that, it helps you stay abreast of wherever it is that's happening.
Okay. How can local brands compete with international brands?
Like, I'm not actually scared, right? Like I tell you, you have to be one step ahead. When you're one step ahead, there is someone I follow very well. That's Chef Stone. Chef Stone. He's the pioneer. He's the owner of Truck Central. Truck Central in Abuja, Reddish Chronicles and everything. Like I think some days back it was his birthday. It was his 40th birthday. And like I tell you, I love watching people. So there are people that like on my Instagram page, I follow them and I now put them as favorites. So whatever they post, I don't miss it. So this man, like I'm telling you now, I think his 40th birthday, he was around. He was in Monaco today. He was in Greece tomorrow and everything. And I think as of today, Chef Stone can stand with whoever it is in the world. And he can put his own. So it's very easy for you to now say that, local brands cannot compete with international brands. It's all about your mindset and what the work you're able to put into whatever you're doing. So if today, you're being able to pay the hard work, the labor of knowing what it takes for these people to be where they are. It's all about knowledge. You have to keep on improving yourself. And one key thing you should know that if you want to compete internationally, you can't do this on your own. You need team, you need people. You need people. You're strong as your people if you're going out. But if you're comfortable in your comfort zone of going, I need to see you on here, and you can't be able to grow. And people don't want to lose power. They don't want to delegate power. Yes. Now, if you want to grow, you must be able to delegate power. You must be able to step back. You must be able to trust your people. Yes. Yeah, you understand? You must be able to trust your people that, I've given you this power. So, for example, with my team members, like, right, someone can be able to call me. At first, when we started, it was difficult for them. You see someone will just call me. So I was answering, no, talk to your manager. No, talk to this person. Even within the management system, right? You can, if this person calls you, no, talk to this person. You guys should be able, it's except when they don't know what they are doing, yes, that they now have to reach you. So if you must grow big, you must be able to compete internationally, like we are projecting. One key thing is you should be able to be afraid not to lose power. So like if you go to all these big brands today, it's not one person that is leading them. You see Nestle today. Nestle is owning so many things, right? So it's not one person. So this way we now have to be talking about shareholders, people that, you just have a fraction of whatever it is that is going on. For example, now if you look at someone like Apple, right? Yes. Apple, it's not owned by one person today. I don't know if you're getting my point, yes, right? So you must be able to be comfortable to delegate power, and in delegating, in releasing power, you grow. But if you say you want to, you can be a local champion. It depends on what you want.
Yes. Okay. What advice would you give aspiring entrepreneurs?
Believe in yourself. As simple as that. One thing that's helped me today, right? Like I told you, is my belief in myself. I'm a big believer in myself. And don't be afraid to take risks. And take risks early. Take risks early. When you're not married, take risks. When you don't have a wife that you have to explain yourself to, like you don't have kids, you don't have dependents, take risks early. Even if you have, take risks early. Yeah, and find your tribe. But if you're able to take risks early, it helps you that even if you fail forward. That's one of my mentors say, fail forward. And results cancels insult. I learned this from one of my mentors for a very long time. It's one of the quotes that keeps me going. So you may be insulting me, I don't care, right? I don't care. But as long as my results will prove me that I'm right, over time, life will be fair to each other. So if you intend to follow this line. Just kill comfort, kill the idea of comfort, kill the idea of what will people say. Because people will always talk, right? Whether you do good, you do bad, people will always talk. But at the end of the day, when you come back home, when you're back to yourself, what does your conscience judge you? So I think one of the things that's helped me is my conscience. I have a very strong conscience. Whatever I'm doing, I ask myself, is this thing I'm doing right? And you may not always be right too. But at the end of the day, you should be able to, like Marcus Aurelius do say, that to thy own self be true. So it's not about
just be yourself.
Yes, just be yourself, right? So it's not about what's happening outside. It's about so entrepreneurship, everything starts within here. So what you're able to, you can read as much as you want to read, but if you read, what do you self-reflect? And over time, it helps you to be able to grow.
Okay. So what's next for Sweetins ice cream? Expansion, new product, markets.
A lot of things, right? But I wouldn't want to say it on air, right?
Okay.
But no.
Yes, so we should expect
a lot. By the grace of God.
Okay.
Yes.
What does being nominated for the Male Entrepreneur of the Year mean to you? Not actually nominated. You have been awarded. So what does that mean to you?
All right. So I think I will say this on air. I've been in the background working on a lot of things. So when I came to know about, when I received the email for the nomination, I think I just actually clocked, I don't have an issue. I will say it on air. I just actually clocked 30 last year, November. So I think it was before my 30th birthday that I received that award. So as much as I say that I don't want public validation, I don't want this, I was just praying and telling God that I want, when I reflect on my 30th birthday, I should be able to say that, oh, there is this thing. So I was like, if I should win this thing, I will be happy. Yes. Not validation outside, but you're a human being, right? So I was like, oh, this. So when it came, I was very happy. I was like,
it was like that. Yes. An award for all the hard work.
Yes, you get your 30th is a landmark here. So it helped me, like, yeah. No,
that's great. So business mentors or books?
Now collabo. Business mentors.
So,
yes, why I say both? Because there are people that you don't have access to them personally. So but it is through their books. It's through their books. No, now it's through their books that you're able to gain. So I think there was a writer that said something that through books you're able to. So like a book like the Meditations of Marcus Aurelius. So he has long gone. But through his books, we're able to see how he thinks, how he does things. But as much as possible that you read books, there are things that you can't find on books. There are things that you need hands-on learning. So, for example, now, following people that you admire. So, for example, at some stages of my life, I was big on going to meet this person, but now I'm more reserved. I follow a lot of people. So for me, my Instagram page is like a book. You get my point? So I go and see people. So daily, and now the world is evolving. So people do post things. So people that you admire, that they do things, watch what they post. Through that, you can be able to gain knowledge. Then if people are gracious enough to gain access, because a lot of people don't want to leave access because people abuse privileges. So, but if you're able to gain access, be humble, reach out to people. And when you're doing that, don't always look out for what you can be able to gain from them, right? Look out for what you can be able to offer them. So don't go to this person that, okay, I'm going because of what I can gain from him. No, go because, okay, I see value in you. I respect the value you have. And this value, it took you time to build it, right? Yes. So I want to learn, be humble, and as God will help you, because we have different people, right? And people operate differently. So little by little, when they see you over time, they see the hunger in you, they see the desire in you, they'll be able to let you know. And at some certain stages, you should be able to have people that, oh, please, I'm trying to do this. I need your guidance, right? But as much as possible, you're leading guidance. That's why I tell you that this thing is inside. As much as possible, you're seeking guidance. Be able to be self-reflect, look at things. People will give you advice, but at the end of the day, look through the advice they give you and be able to discern, pick what you need to pick, drop what you need to drop. It's a personal journey. It's a personal journey.
One word to describe your journey.
One word to describe my journey. Thus far, I've been helped by God. Yeah, thus far I've been helped by God, because as much as you think that, oh, this is about me, this is about what I do, like I have a strong inclination towards my faith, and that has helped me, because at certain point you lose faith. There are some personal journeys over these little years that personally that I wouldn't come to fore to be able to see, but when you now at the end of the day you trust God that God has helped you, you keep on going on.
Okay, so
Yeah.
last one, and you have to answer this one.
Okay.
Favorite flavor at Sweetins?
My favorite
Yes.
flavor. Okay. Of ice cream?
Yes.
I don't know. It may sound odd to people, right? But I love. It's not one. No. It's not one. I love Lotus Biscoff. I love Snickers. I love caramel. All these odd little
But
flavors.
if you are to choose one, just one
If I
among
have to
them.
choose one,
Yes.
I'll say Lotus Biscoff. That's why I call this first. Yeah, because I love it. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Maidoki, for sharing your journey and insight
It's a
with us.
privilege.
It's been a pleasure having
It's
you
a
on this
privilege. It's
episode.
a
Thank you
privilege.
so
Thank
much.
you so much. The pleasure is mine.